In 1998, ITV came to me with a simple request. Could you this could you co-write the the Dorito dance with 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 Denny Walton? We never They originally wanted the ad done in 5 days, not 4. The only co-wrote the first battle of Dorito dance, and then we co-wrote the second in a cinema. I remember one night in particular, ITV placed Home Alone 2, a part where I count the Christmas trees initiative. We had to design the most stupid. Then we had to change the music. Then in 1990, giving people the chance to star in the ads. That will later become the direct line commercials. I remember one ad idea from the early Toyota days with Peters the Fifth doing a parody of the Dean Fun Doors, but that was dropped. I remember we had to film the ident over a 5-month period, one for Christmas and New Year, and the other to introduce movies. We got out from Dylan and Squeeze song, who can be donated all the plots. 2 years later, with the dispersing of them, on Meridian 999, where the fish was food movies. My dog and aliens, but that was also dropped. I remember when the live stream revolution came in, so we had to resub them for the live stream audience. That was done in May '99. After that, I went into hospital for heart surgery. But I took my Toyota Pause for work, and it worked. The worst major project we worked on together was the 1999 Toyota Millennium sponsorship items. ITV said to us, we need a Millennium sponsor. It can't be Panasonic because I was next door filming a Panasonic Christmas item. If you walk word for word all the way through to the end on the VHS tape you have, There's a very funny, and if you let the music play through all the way to end, you get a bonus shot of our man trying to order, trying to prepare a Christmas tree. I couldn't stop very laughing when the idea was posed to me. To this day, 2 years ago, we originally wanted the Smiths to become live action characters for the summer, but ITV said, no, we're not doing that. Numerous production meetings wait. We gave them a backdrop, the Millennium. We gave them a 2 hour. We gave them a whole night of that at one time. Now we originally wanted the Toyota Fist to be given a Saturday night slot in place of Coronation Street, but Cabaret said no. The Toyota Millennium ident was done abroad and modern because the Demon and Creature shop wasn't available. Someone later work had gone into the latest ITV movie premiere one sip. In 2012, a big-known company called Suzuki tried to make movie premieres have never been the same since anyway. They met in 2001. What's this? Could it be time for one last effort to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Toyota Fist? What's this space? Oh, and if you want to look at the Millennium ad, go on YouTube and find it. We originally did three for the Dell, but we originally wanted to do 100 ads for 100 days, like every Toyota ad this side of Christmas. The idea is to do 100 ads in 100 days. On the memories of Prince, I remember having plans to do a wedding ad, but that was scrapped. With Toyota, after this, I was to do work on screenings. And then to bigger and better things. Carry their sister grew up the one. After the child had finished productions, I was given a miniature goldfish as a present today. I remember shooting this on a phone after, but when ITV wanted to launch their ITV movie premiere sponsored by Diamond Winehouse, I was called back to to help their campaign get off the ground. The famous. Now I originally wanted a cutaway ad where at the camera review the finale advert was shot over 2 days in Ticket. The opening advert shot inside a car garage took 2 days to film. Because originally the film several movie. I remember then I meant to do one premiere on Wednesday night and having to construct the ads over 4 days. ITV bosses did not know what they were doing in them days. Well, no, but they very cool. At number 6, which is and Taiwan, the new property. The Toyota bastards don't care about my work being mechanized anymore. They just want to sell cars all day. The class of 92. See the film. But here's a question for you. Can you name the, the, the shopping company who preceded us? I'll give you a clue. It would be nice to do an ITV movie premiere smash-up of how the people from the Direct Rhinos, the Fishback, the people from the Diet Coke ads, it'll be clappable thing that used to tell every day. mean, I used to watch the ITV movie premiere religiously at night because when they introduced that Siri Dorito thing, I the first time I saw Dorito thing was doing In the Line of Fire, which is a great Clint Eastwood film, by the way. But it scared the hell out of me. The player that always sticks the most out for me is the Golden Eye. I think it was either Striking Distance or Home Alone 2. Because I have been told. Now, I disproved ITV's tactics in the early 90s because they could get away with murder, them boys at ITV. And never even once did they come. But the fact that I have to watch an entire premiere all the way through without it's ridiculous. Count the Christmas tree thing haunts me to this very day. Even now, I cannot think of. One of my favorite ITV movie premiere ever was the Dolly Happy Dorito music. I did not like it when they replaced it with the na 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 phone music. It makes it premieres should be enjoyed by all, not medically interrupted by. Although I do record this is it for a certain missing Muggins, who likes Michael Jackson very much. But the fact they put it on Channel 5 on Christmas was ridiculous. A rare opportunity to see Michael Jackson on dead. I wish they released a sequel where they show you what happened at the memorial service, because that was funny as heck. I mean, some of the stuff they got up to at that service was beyond belief. The Suicodists did it too. We're promoting you, goddamn you. Oh, and did I tell you earlier about some plans for the 20? We're running a top 10 Alex TV Hall of Fame from 10 to 1, in which we'll be counting the top 10 moments which have defined Alex TV from 10 to 1. Number 10, one moment per month. Like, I was gonna start this in January with the birth of Alex. Then in February I was gonna continue with Kevin as sisters grow up. But as it's now the middle of July, I can't be bothered. Here's how the countdown will work. Every week I'll count down one special moment from each year. Like 2001 was carrying her sister's bike. Then another count. Then I'll do what the top four. Then I'll do one special moment per month until October 5th. Then on November the 18th, I will do a special countdown from 30 to 1. By the way, it is now 6:10. Like the Covey transfer, which is the 10 moments I picked for ultimate selection are carrying her sister grow up at 10. I'm gonna have to put it at number 1 because that is my all-time favourite piece of TV. And at 9 I'll put Betty's Funeral, Waking Cash 2008, the the famous Mona Simpson funeral episode of The Simpsons. The Waltons at 30. The Waltons coming out. Bob Lesnar versus The Rock from SummerSlam 02. The very first episode of Emmydale. Dennis Norton Foster File number 1, 2, or 3. I don't know which one yet. Wakefield Wildcat winners against St. Evans. The Olympics opening ceremony content through. Then I did too. Then now I know what you're thinking. Why did I pick Kerry at number 1? The writing and the directing is just genius. I mean, being directed by an the discovery channel executive Donovan, who don't know like all about anything, being posted by the Discovery Channel executive consultant doesn't know. I wish they could have made Kevin's toe into a 2-hour vessel. That's why they did Remorse. It's been off Endeavour when it first aired. They could have had Bill McGrath to do it. Now we only or 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 okay, Maui for that matter. Why did they make it into a 60-minute documentary rather than a 50-minute documentary on the second time around? You don't need to tell the story in 60 minutes rather than 50. It's the most pointless documentary. I suppose it was their way of telling the BBC, you won't do a doc on Mum, so we'll do it. I mean, the Waltons doc Their documentary on the Waltons were crappy in some parts, but very enjoyable. If you like Miami Vice, the Waltons Sextuplets coming of age, is like Miami Vice on feed. It is one of the silliest documentaries I've ever watched. And so be buried in a cave in Asia somewhere. I did. They should have done more documentaries for this trouble in their teenage years. And after that gay psychotic unplayable, it was scary. I remember having various debates about the psycho sequence. It was a big tribalism as what's 56 way to this week? It's a masterclass of psycho sequencing. Kevin and her sister psycho sequence people did not know the film to get their inspiration. They just put they just put the they just put the plot they just put their name and their sisters on black lettering rather than white. On white lettering rather than black because that's how the original film first started. This should have gone to cars. So when they have to beating Darko sequence making before they come up with that twin echo. And another thing. If it takes 11 years to make a horror film, why, why didn't they get permission at Christmas 2010 to do a horror film? That would have been great because cinema it. I think of the second Q film as an inside reference to Step Brothers because although the music is a percussive disappointment on the original, the happy music of moving on to being replaced by a Mongolian! Mancunians have done elsewhere. Mancunians have done the Waltons. It should have been directed. It should have been starred by Ben Foster, for goodness sake. You know what they should have called it? You know what they should have called it? Carrying her sister's son by Mancunians. Because that was it was. This should have. I tell you what had been what have been what would have been more nice? Free entire media doing it. This is a put Gabby and their sisters grow up in capital letters and then put the names of the sisters on the paper. Our 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 hope. But they didn't. They put it. ITV Studio put it completely. And thus, Carrie and Sister Club is a trusting film, but a reminder that all title sequences should have been done in white lettering. I mean, I still cringe when I see the white lettering title sequence. If another Carrie film under if time for it first and the sisters weren't busy, we would have had another Carrie film this year because aren't the sisters 25 now or something? This is recorded. You ever? If you want to know what the actual world title sequences are, go watch Go up, Kate and Eliza. This is a Kate and Eliza for information. By the way, that film will be revealed later this year. And I'll also do later this year a FIFA 99 review. Yes, it's been a long time since you read Norman Cook, so we roll this right. Sorry, it's Sunday night and I'm tired of bleeding money! And it's only day one of the 100 days of Alex TV 21 in with televisions. I'll also do a request reviews on the Royal Rumble 97 with the gayest setup of any sports event ever, than wearing cowboy hats. As a kid, it frightened the life out of me to see Vince McMahon in a cowboy hat. I mean, holding it in Texas was a bright idea, but Vince McMahon in a cowboy hat? Come on! And I'll also review the 1998 Royal Rumble with a February setup. They gave away the truck in the middle of it. I'll also review some but the 80s War Rumbles as well, particularly the third ones, which was a TV special, and featured Vince McMahon and Dusty Rhodes on commentary.
Come on, shower time.